type of knowledge don't sink in. Life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Mercy, will I be alive?
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Bills nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he spins through. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
The ball carrier.
But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Devin Singletary, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
A 1st down carry now for Yeldon. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Yeldon, the ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now Allen off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Going deep for Diggs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
3rd down. And 8 yards to go.
Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
First down, Kansas City.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for only a couple. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. 4th and short, had your offense out there. That one stings.
And you know something? Your options change dramatically. Not only is it tougher to go for it, but what if you decided just to line up and try and draw them off sides? If you did it on 4th and short, you could pick up the cheap first down. Now, you still won't get a first down even if you do exactly the same thing.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back.
On downs.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 12-yard line.
On the counter, it's Yeldon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14.
It's 4th down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 7, Bills nothing.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 24. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them the 1st down.
What I enjoyed most about watching Devin Singletary as a rookie, and he had a nice campaign, 775 yards on the ground and a rushing average in the top 5 in the league last year, is that what I saw in college transferred to the NFL. Continued to make the first tackler miss, whether he's in the hole or on the perimeter. I expect him to get to 1,000 yards rushing this season.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They run with a rookie from Utah. This is Zach Moss. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Going for it on 4th down. Allen flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Devin Singletary.
The linebacker Anthony Hitchens there on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 2nd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. Now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
Bell running on 1st down as he'll push forward for about 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Bills nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
25-yard line.
Throwing again. Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
To throw again on second down. Allen, he's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen, eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
On the left side, he finds Beasley. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. That one was intended for John Brown, and that'll bring up second down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now Allen again, sliding out of the pocket. And that's caught by Beasley. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Allen to Beasley, first down Buffalo. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Micah Hyde. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
The ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Say it.
On third down, they go with Singletary. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
That's good.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and the Bills will move the chains.
10 at the 31.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field,
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down, here's Yeldon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. You don't see that a ton, do you, with a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle?
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now Allen. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Chiefs.
Mahomes now to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill. His second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled. Partner,
Join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Allen now on first down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead.
The Bills are...
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, Chiefs.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Mahomes to throw once more. He is going to find Hill here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Kansas City.
And again, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Edwards-Helaire. Down right around the 25. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Ed Oliver made the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
A 42-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Throwing is Allen on third. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower.
And this is going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
The 20-yard line.
No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check.
Check 53's Mike. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
To throw again. Allen steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
I'm coming after you. 44.
Allen to throw on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Complete to
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Mahomes pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
17-yard line.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And he lost 6 there on the first down play.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 14-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, Mahomes. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown.
Le'Veon Bell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's good.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Allen's throw is complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
That's good.
Give him 30 yards there.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Allen going to get this one to Singletary. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Singletary.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brent.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The way around?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. Now left side on the swing pass. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First down, Chiefs.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
The pass to Brown as he holds it in. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On first down, Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
31 yards.
That goes for a gain of 31. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Mahomes going to throw it here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the